man. Look at that. Uh-oh. Looks like a Sako. Mispronounced as Sako by most Americans, I guess. But yes, the old Bavarian, model 85 carbine. You haven't seen me shoot it much. Let's take another shot. Boom. Oh boy, it feels good. Ah man, if you could just feel the bolt on this thing. This is the carbine version of the Bavarian 85. It has that full-length stock, you know, the Schabnell, I believe it's called. And it's this end on here with rosewood. I mean, it's meant to be made that way. It was not an accident. And just beautiful, beautiful wood. Look at that. Sako, see? And I know everybody, it really is Sako, but it's hard for me to call it that because I growed up hearing everybody call it, you know what, long A, Sako. It's kind of the old Garan and Garin deal, right? You just have to decide, are you going to continue to mispronounce something, or are you going to pronounce it correctly and everybody think you're mispronouncing it? So it's a peer pressure issue, isn't it? But it really is, as my buddy Bill Shakespeare once wrote, that how to go about a rose being a rose by any other name, right? So it is a beautiful rifle. It's a high quality rifle, no matter how you pronounce it, and I enjoy it. The carbine shoots just as well as the rifle I had. We popped the gong. I'm not going to do it today. We got up there, and it was a little bit hard to see in the light, but just as accurate. This has a 20-inch barrel. I think it's actually maybe 20 and a half. I forget, but. So it seems shorter than the other one, but it's like an AR. When you think of an AR barrel at 20 inches, that's the musket of the AR-15s, right? When you have one, I have one, but when you see it with a 20-inch barrel, it's like, wow, what a long-barreled rifle that seems to be now. So the fact that this has the full-length stock, I think it makes it seem even shorter than it is. But it's nice and long. It's a 1 1/8 twist, I believe, and that gives you, plenty of stabilization of heavy bullets and all that. So I won't put a scope on it. It really is a little weird, I guess, having a nice rifle like this and not being able to get the full, effect of the accuracy and the quality of the barrel. They're well known for their barrels and every piece of it, really. The wood alone is quite an attraction, isn't it? But they're really well known for having high quality barrels and accurate barrels and that kind of thing. And so I admit I will not get the full advantage of that because I don't shoot further than like a couple hundred yards very often. But I just like the rifle so much because of the way it still surprises me every time I bring it up. It just fits. There's no adjustment. Let me put some more ammo in it, okay? As I said before, I think some of you probably think that's a very ugly rifle, but and I think at one time in my life, when I was as ignorant as you, no, I almost said something, almost insulted you. No, when I was younger, I remember seeing full stock rifles like this somewhere in a gun shop or something, and they were a turnoff to me. They really were. What an ugly, ugly thing. But I realized as I moved along through life that, wow, some of these were some of the nicest rifles made. I didn't even know what they were when I saw them. But like this one, or there's some Mausers and other rifles with full-length stocks. Once I learned that they were really nice rifles, I began to change my opinion. And of course, we got a safety right here. It locks everything up. I think I've shown you before. And then you push this down, though, and you can still work the bolt even though the safety is on. So I can empty it, whatever I want to do, but the safety is on. Okay, will not fire. So let's take the safety off, push forward, the cocking indicator here, and let's shoot some steel. Got the safety off, yeah. I'll use the set trigger for real. On this one, you just push forward. On the trigger, it clicks and becomes a hair trigger. Yeah, really hair. Well, before I meant for it to. Try to hit that plate. Yeah. Which, for this kind of distance, the regular trigger is fine. Boom. Got a great bolt. Easy to operate without taking it off your shoulder. The gun just fits wonderfully. The bolt comes out, it's like kind of like a Mauser, push on that. And I did want to show you that. I think I talked about in the other video how this is a controlled feed, supposedly. It's a different kind of controlled feed. I brought out a Mauser, happens to be a Swedish Mauser, how's that? And you can see in the bolt when it picks up the round, you get that big crazy extractor that does, I guess, most of the work on the Mauser, the big old extractor. And you don't have that kind of extractor on the Sako, but you have kind of a hooded affair here. You got your ejector in a slot in the bottom, so when you pull it back, you can see it in there. Maybe it ejects from the bottom. It works it out. Okay, so which is kind of unusual. But I guess that's what enables you to have that. You have a kind of a hood around there that protects it and kind of holds the round. I'll show you. You put one, I'll put this back in first. Put a round in there. There were some people on that earlier video that said it was not control feed. Well, they consider it control feed. Put the safety on. Well, yeah, I just showed you how to do that. Okay, safety's on. So I can pull it back, and you see it does grab that round and encased it, you know, or that hood more or less. And if you want to shoot it from upside down, you know, if that's your fancy, you're hanging from a tree or whatever, you know, it is pretty well controlled. Now it may not be as well controlled as a Mauser. We could argue that, right? And I ain't no expert, but you know, they do call it control feed. So it is control fed, okay? And pretty nice firearm. Not worth, I guess, arguing about too much. And you got your 3 lugs. It's just a good rifle. Comes with the sights. That's one of the advantages of this. I won't put a scope on it. I'm pretty sure. And the way it's made, you'll see most people will say that it really is not even designed to be ideal with a scope. The way the stock is designed and everything. One reason it comes up and fits so beautifully is it was just designed that way. And with a scope, it's going to put that line of sight up higher, and you're going to have a harder time getting up there on that scope maybe with this particular, you know, stock design. But you could do it. People do it. Okay.